Still 40 degrees outside.
I know, it was so great. And that sunshine today.
It was amazing.
Awesome.
Goodbye. It's going
So
away.
rude.
Yeah, it'll come back next week.
We can show you the door now.
Yeah, here you go. No, it comes back. It will return. The cold will not overstay its welcome this weekend. But it is February, folks, and this happens sometimes. So we're going to be talking about snowflakes and cold temps and a little bit more time to have in on some winter fun. Now, I do want to say we are tracking, it looks like most of March is going to be above average. So if you do want to get outside, have some winter fun, whether it's at the Maple Grove Ice Rink or, you're going snowboarding, skiing, whatever it is you do in the winter, March, maybe not great for it. Right now, this weekend, it'll be all right. 40 degrees out the door right now. Feels like 30 degrees. That wind is ripping outside out of the northwest. It was 50 degrees in the metro today. That's incredible. Look up north. It wasn't that much colder either, but now look at the temperatures. That cold air is coming in quickly, and you can feel it if you step outside. It's incredibly windy. Already 12 degrees in Bemidji. In another hour, it'll be in the single digits up there. Everywhere else, we're dropping like a rock. Overnight tonight, we're going to go all the way from where we are right now, and even earlier, 50 degrees to 15 degrees by tomorrow morning. It's just going to feel like it's in the single digits. It's not going to feel anything like it did today, tomorrow morning, and through the day tomorrow, because tomorrow we're doing some snowflakes, mostly in the morning. It'll warm up into the around 20 degrees and low 20s. Here's where the snow is expected to fall.
Sounds good for me.
Economical for decorating the porch. By the way, Mom, if you're watching, look into that. I was thinking of you being a porch.
Wait, you want her to hire the porch decorator or be a porch decorator?
She could be a porch decorator.
Oh, okay.
That's
there
what
you
I'm
go.
saying.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Think about it, Mom.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, so we're dealing with some fog out the door this morning, and that's going to be the topic for you here at Fox 9 this morning as we keep you safe on those roads. Shanu, where do you think this is? We've been playing the game this morning.
My guess is that Eden Prairie?
That's right outside. Good job.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, so you can see, you can't see much. Right now, temperatures at about 60 degrees, dew point right there as well, 59. That's when you get fog. The temperature hits that dew point. It can't go any lower, and as it tries to go lower, you condense the water into fog, into clouds. Right now, dense fog advisory out through pretty much everywhere except for our most metro downtown urban core counties of Hennepin and Ramsey. Temperatures are starting to slow down, but what's not going to slow down are the winds. Let's talk about that. These winds, here we are tomorrow afternoon. We got gusts, 15 miles per hour, just a bit of a breeze. Tomorrow's still a great day to get outside. Do whatever you want to do, even a round of tennis or golf or kayaking on the lake. Whatever it is, the winds aren't going to get in your way unless you're in western Minnesota, where we're starting to see some gusts, 25, 30 miles per hour. Where those winds could get in your way is Saturday. Look at these. Saturday morning winds already gusting in southern Minnesota, 35 miles per hour. By the afternoon in the metro, mid 30 mile per hour. We'll see some gusts across the southern half of the state on Saturday afternoon, close to 50 miles per hour. Probably not quite that fast, but fast enough that you'll be like, whoa, okay, and maybe kayaking a little bit difficult when it's white camping on the lake. Sunday at Wilmer, coming in at nothing. Olivia, quarter mile, New Ulm, same thing. Dense fog advisories pretty much overstretching the entire state of Minnesota. Everywhere really south of Duluth, also parts of western Wisconsin in that as well. Of course, that's not the advisory on everyone's minds. I would just tell you be cognizant of that through tomorrow morning. But we are under a winter storm warning for tomorrow, beginning at 9 a.m. for the Twin Cities and lingering all the way through Monday at 6. That's for Twin Cities all the way up to Duluth, down to Rochester. Blizzard warning just to the west, including places like Wright and Scott counties as well on the western side of the Twin Cities metro area, because that's where the winds are going to be strongest, gusting 50 miles per hour, creating whiteout conditions. A lot going on tomorrow. Like Tim said, triple punch. You got the cold air. You have, of course, the snow falling and the winds on top of it to boot. Currently expected 4 to 8 inches. We'll be talking more about this forecast for you coming up here shortly. But for now, Tim, back to you. Category 4 hurricanes, that's really when you start to see
those small islands like that.
Exactly. And just as he was saying, the mountainous terrain, that's how you, with all that rain, get mudslides and whatnot. Yeah. It brings me back to watching in 2017 in Puerto Rico Maria. Just a similar kind of setup
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, and that was a devastating storm, unfortunately. Here's the latest Category 3 storm now. The forecast is going for a Category 4, strong Category 4 hurricane, and the general trend is for it to hit the southern side of the island before passing on towards the southeastern tip of Cuba and then onwards into the rest of the Atlantic. We'll keep an eye on this. Let's bring it back to our neck of the woods, because right now it's pretty nice outside, all things considered. We woke up with kind of this gloomy grayish damp. Gloomy grayish damp, that's a word. Dampness, right? It was just sprinkly. There was some light raindrops. It was gray. It was kind of nice to wake up to. And then if you were trying to get outside, going for a run or doing something, maybe not the best fall day. Here's the good news. Skies have been clearing now that we've had just a continual stream of warm air, which has broken a lot of the clouds away.
Your perfect standard fall day today. I mean,
Yeah.
it was chilly, but
Little
the
bit.
winds were calmer. That was nice.
Yes, absolutely.
Sunny.
You got some sunshine, calm winds. You just stepped out the door in the morning, and yeah, you needed a layer. But
It's
in the
still a
afternoon,
little shocking, yeah.
Yeah, and it is. But in the afternoon, it's like, this is fall.
I know.
This is what we're excited for when you think pumpkin spice and
Yeah.
everything that goes along with
And
it,
everything
right?
nice.
And everything nice.
It
Pumpkin
rhymes.
spice, everything nice. All right, these were the low temperatures this morning. Yeah, just a straight up a chill. That's where we were at. 2 degrees above freezing in the metro. Everywhere else was below freezing, except for somehow Duluth, which was 1 degree above it. But normally that's the opposite. Either way, very cool overnight last night because of the clear skies. That's what we're going to do again tonight, folks. With a little bit of a breeze out of the north and clear skies, things will drop fast. They're already dropping fast up north.
Cloudy, cool, and windy out there this afternoon. And look at there, you can see a rainbow. Hey, look at that. Definitely starting to feel more like fall out there for sure, but things are looking to warm up in the next few days. And Sean, it has been a roller coaster of a ride. I feel like depending on where you're driving in the cities,
Yes.
It's like, what's up?
I mean, just the past week, it's been up and down. One day it's sunny, the next it's rainy. Today, it's been every hour, even every 15 minutes. It feels like you're on a different part of that roller coaster. 10 minutes ago, we were looking at the St. Paul Live Eye, and it looked
Right.
like this big storm moving on in right. And now, look, beautiful rainbow,
Beautiful.
sunny skies. Here's that current St. Paul view. This really drives home my point. You got a raindrop still falling there, but looking towards the north past downtown St. Paul, you got sunny skies moving on in. That's just been how today has been. I do want to get back to that rainbow, but I don't think we have time for that. But I hope everyone got the rainbow in. That was awesome to see that over Minneapolis, St. Paul, and US Bank Stadium. That was great. Here's the thing that's crazy about today. The high temperature was 58 degrees. We should be in the upper 70s in early September. This is more typical of later in October. Even like early in November, this would be a beautiful day, right? We'd be loving today. But I think some folks aren't ready to wave goodbye to summer weather yet. I have good news for you. We are tracking humidity and heat in 70s, maybe even 80s, working in over the next week. We got just the next couple of hours left of this riffraff, a couple of showers moving through here and there. That's from this area of lower pressure that brought all these winds out of the north, and that's what's really driven us cooler, well below average. Again, with all this riffraff you can see right here on the radar on the backside of that low pressure, moving in from the west, Montana and the plains, high pressure, clear skies, no problems. Tomorrow's going to be lovely. Taking a look at the radar across Minnesota and western Wisconsin, we still have a couple of lines of these showers. Another one moving in from the northwest on I-94. That'll be in about Minneapolis, give or take, in about the next half hour up towards 6 o'clock. Elsewhere, further north in Duluth, and even further north than that, we're watching temperatures in the 30s overnight tonight. That's why we have that frost advisory through Sunday morning in northern Minnesota, and even a freeze warning, temperatures below 32 degrees in International Falls along the Canadian border. That's not in the metro, but it just goes to show it's an appetizer for what's probably to come in the next month and a half to two as we talk about the weather that's actually seasonable for this time of year. Temps right now in the 50s across the area, 60s in the southwestern part of the state. Winds gusted 20 miles per hour. This is not nearly as bad as yesterday, but still a breezy day. No doubt about it. And it's this breeze which has really been driving this temperamental weather, this roller coaster, which I've been talking about. The winds occasionally gusting up and kicking up a little thunderstorm like you're kicking dust in a sandbox or something. That's literally what's going on. Tomorrow, the winds die down. We don't have to worry about this, and we'll see a lot of this blue, clear skies, occasional light clouds. Looking at Futurecast, when does this temperamental rain end? Very, very soon. By 8 p.m., the sun is setting. We lose the energy which fuels some of these stronger wind gusts. And maybe there's some stuff left over in Rochester or northern Minnesota. I think by the metro, by 7 o'clock, we're good, we're clear. Your Sunday plans, whatever they are, I hope they're outside, because look at Sunday afternoon, there's nothing. Along the Canadian border, where we hit freezing temps in the morning, you might see some clouds, Duluth and north. Everywhere else is looking clear as can be. I love it. By Monday, though, winds start to flow out of the south right here. That increases our humidity and our temperatures. And Monday evening, we could be talking about some storms starting to develop through Tuesday morning. We'll keep an eye on that for you, but just know right now, Monday evening, mark that off on your calendar if you have any outdoor plans. What you do need to be cognizant of, if you don't like humidity, welcome it back, please, because here we are Monday evening. It's moving back in with force. Dew points above 60 degrees typically feel sticky. We're going to feel that Monday through the rest of the 7-day forecast. Tomorrow is the crisp day. Monday evening, storms and showers move in, lasting through Tuesday morning. The rest of the week after that is warm, and look at that, 80 degrees towards the end of the forecast. Friday and Saturday, warmer temperatures, humid by next weekend. So enjoy this nice football weather that we're feeling outside tomorrow, and then get ready to put that flannel back in the closet for the next week.
Wow, cannot wait for the things to heat up there. Thanks, Sean.